Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning here in Central California, and I'm posting a quick video. It's been kind of a crazy week around here. Um, it seems like everything happens all at once. One of my cats got in a big cat fight, and so that was one day spent at the vet. He's okay, but just things like that. One of my sons finished up his freshman year of high school, so we had to go do the drive-through drop off of all of his textbooks and everything, and take care of that. And with everything opening back up, we've had a lot of different appointments and things like that that have been put off. So things have gotten a little crazy around here, but we did sell a lot this week. A few things went out. I didn't get a chance to film everything because, like I said, things have been kind of crazy. One thing I do want to show you that just sold last night, something that my husband's really helping me out a lot with, is buying and selling used TVs, specifically the TV VHS combinations. And we had picked one up at a yard sale this past weekend for $5, and I'll show you. It sold last night for, let's see, what did we get for it? We took a best offer, $55 plus shipping. So that shipped out we ended up being able to ship it out. Priority mail was actually a little bit cheaper than the economy mail. So that was trying to figure out how to package it. I think we did a pretty good job. We just made sure it, wrapped it up in bubble wrap and padded it on all sides of the box, and used lots of pieces of cut cardboard and styrofoam, and just kind of built it a little nest, so we made sure it wasn't going to move. Unfortunately, it's shipping to someone here in California, so shipping wasn't extremely outrageous, really, for 20, I think it came out to about $21 or $22 to ship it, and we decided to go with the priority mail, since that would also give it the cushion of the insurance as well. So that way, if anything does happen to it in transit, we have that priority mail protection for what it's worth. Let me show you right here. So this is what we sold. It's a Sansui 9-inch TV VCR combo. And we picked it up, like I said, at a yard sale last weekend for $5. And it worked. We brought it home, tested it. It worked great. It has the AC/DC capability, which means if you get a DC cord, you can plug it into in a car or take it with you camping or something like that. So I think that makes these sets a little bit more desirable. It's also smaller, so it was a lot lighter. Like I said, it just came in at just over 20 pounds with everything when it was all packed up in the box. So that saved on shipping a little bit. It shows $19.20 here. I think, like I said, the buyer paid around $22, and I think we were able to ship it out with priority like $21.10 or something like that. So it wasn't too terrible to ship out. But yeah, we're definitely going to be picking these up when we see them. This one is like I said, we took an offer of $55. We were listing it at $59.99. We took a $55 offer. Because it also didn't have the remote, it didn't have the DC cord. It did have, of course, the AC cord to plug it in. But some of the items similar to this that were complete and had all of the the remote and all the cords and everything, were selling for a lot more. So even if you don't have all that stuff, these still sell very, very well. So this was our first one. We were really excited about it, so we will definitely be looking for more of these when we're out sourcing. Okay, a couple more things selling today. One of them was this little Starbucks mug. These are always great to pick up. Anything Starbucks sells really well. And this is one of their smaller espresso size mugs. I think it's 6 ounce. And we actually picked this up at a yard sale, a couple of years ago now. And we were using it at home in our own cabinet, we were using it. And then I cleaned out my cabinets during our shelter at home time and realized that we weren't using this as much anymore. And when I priced it, I discovered that it sells pretty well. And so I listed it. It's been on for a little while now, and it sold for $16.99 plus shipping. So this was actually a great yard sale find. Anytime you can find any Starbucks mugs, some of them sell really, really well, especially the ones that are from places, cities or countries. Those are highly collectible. So if you find those around, always make sure you pick them up for a good price. And this set of mini salt and pepper shakers also sold today. I picked these up at a yard sale that we went to right at the beginning of when our quarantine was lifted, the shelter in place was lifted. And it was a yard sale that we actually got a lot of different things at. I think we bundled up a couple of boxes of items and got everything for around 50 bucks. And some of the things I've already sold have already paid for that. So these sold, and because they're in such a nice box, they're the Boston Warehouse brand, which I've noticed there's a lot of stuff on, but it sells pretty well. If the person that bought this asked if I could wrap it up really well when I ship it, because their postal service is not always very careful with how they deliver their packages. So I'll wrap this in some extra bubble wrap. The salt and pepper shakers are already pretty secure in this packaging, but I'll go ahead and wrap it up extra special and put it in a box and make sure it's extra secure when it goes out. These sold for $16.99 plus shipping. Right, so earlier today when I was getting ready to ship out some items, those salt and pepper shakers that I sold earlier, for about a half hour I could not find them, and I was starting to get a little panicky. I knew I had them, and I knew they were in one of my bins, but I didn't know where, and I kind of tore the bins apart, several times looking for them. And then I decided, this is a problem. I need to get better organized, and I need to find that item. So I took a clue from what I see a lot of the other resellers online doing, and I labeled my bins, and I went through each and every one, and I wrote down what was in each and every bin, so I know where they are. And then I relabeled my bins, so I'll know what item is in which bin when I go to find it. And I'll probably slowly start updating my eBay listings so that I have the bin number in the listing, so I'll also know when something sells, that I'll be able to go straight to that bin and find it. And of course, I did find the item I was looking for. I did find those salt shakers. And of course, they were in the very last bin I was cleaning at the very bottom under another item, which is why I didn't see them all the other times I had gone through those bins looking. So from now on, as I am listing things, I will be putting them into labeled bins, and I'll probably do 2 different methods, on paper and also on the listings on eBay. And this will also work out because next week I'm going to be going out of town for a couple of days, and I didn't want to have to put my eBay page on vacation mode. So this way, if something sells while I'm gone, my husband hopefully will be able to find it fairly easily without having to dig around too much, so he can ship some things out for me that might sell while I'm out. So I'm working on my organization. That's going to be my big project this summer. And now I've even freed up some room in some bins. So I've got some empty bins that I can start filling up with new listings. And I have a lot of listings to go through. So I'm going to get busy with that. Okay, so one of the yard sales we stopped at last weekend on Saturday was a small one in a neighborhood. And the gal was selling, actually she was a horse person. She was selling a lot of her riding tack and bridles and things like that. And I wish I knew a little bit more about that. I used to ride back, it's been 20 years probably since I've been on a horse, but I got a little nostalgic looking at all of her riding stuff. But anyway, she had a lot of really nice Western beaded jewelry, similar to this one, a lot of necklaces and things like that. And so I picked them up for $2 each. So I ended up getting, spending about $20 on all the jewelry. And my husband always kind of raises his eyebrows, like, $20 on all that jewelry, really? But, this kind of stuff, I just, I figure it's unusual, it's different, it's desirable. This is a cuff bracelet, so, it's leather, nice leather backing on the back, almost like new. So you would tie it onto, probably wear it up more higher on your arm, maybe. I know I see a lot of people wearing these sometimes up, above their elbow, but really neat eagle pattern. Nice beading. It's in great condition. And I looked at some comps. I wasn't sure how to price this, but I priced it at $39.99 free shipping. And it sold within about 45 minutes. So maybe I had it priced a little low, or maybe I just had it priced just right. But I was glad because that sale there, doubled my, paid for all the jewelry plus $20. So whatever else I sell from the jewelry sale there will be pure profit. And this is pretty cool. So I'm shipping this out today. Thanks everybody for tuning in this morning. Out here checking on the chickens right now. I'm going to water my plants. It'll be another hot day today, of course. I fed them. I don't know what they're complaining about. They just like to complain. Anyway, hope you all have a great Thursday, and we'll tune back in later this weekend. I'll be busy listing, so hopefully I'll have a lot of great sales to show you in the next day or two. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.